take the series like Nite Tales, first of all, it hasn't been an anthology series out of this caliber probably for the last 10 years. Masters of Horror, which came out, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't think that really counts when you're spending $1 million or $2 million an episode. I think that falls under a different category. But just to kind of go back to the old Tales from the Crypt, the Twilight Zone, Tales from the Dark Side, to kind of respin that, retool that, put that out in today's audience, I think is amazing, A. But I think now you have to kind of do something from a business side to where you have to actually retool it to where you can bundle it for today's audience. In other words, today's audience is very smart. We like to call it a YouTube audience, an urban audience, which means all colors, all creeds, but everyone's unified. So what does that mean? You have to hit not only the television, you have to hit the internet, you have to hit the graphic comic area, you have to hit, the animated character area. You have to kind of cover all grounds when you're doing one thing. And I think independently, this is why Nite Tales a win on every level.
Well, Deon's my brother, and about 7 years ago, he came up to me and said he had an idea for a movie, scary movie. And I was like, well, okay, out of the blue. All right. So he had an idea. We sat down, we knocked out a script. We shopped it around, couldn't really get it going, so I made the suggestion maybe we should shoot the movie ourselves. So he directed it, I executive produced it, and then it grew from there. And then we got more investors involved and more people involved. And it actually turned out to be a great movie. It's called Dead Tone. And from there, spawned Chain Letter, and then the Nite Tales brand, and everything else we're doing under the DTE, Deon Taylor Enterprises, and now No Brainer.
We just kind of revamped out the Nite Tales brand, and I was very blessed to be able to bring the brand to Jamie, and he actually took a liking to it and wanted to get involved from a producer standpoint, which is great. And what we're doing right now is basically this weekend we kind of retooled the whole Nite Tales brand. And what does that mean? That means we took away the Flavor Flav of it all so we could have a more crossover appeal with it.
Wow, what are you saying about Flavor Flav, man?
Well, I love Flavor Flav, and you guys know that. But what we did was we kind of removed him, and we brought in two hot vixens, which will be Denise Richards and now Stacey Dash, to actually be the vampire host. And then secondly, what we're doing is we're retooling the episodes and making them much bigger, much better, much daring, and also turn into the graphic novel, and then also into an animated series. So we've been very busy this weekend just getting the promos ready to go.
No. What got me was the fact that not Nite Tales is Deon Taylor. I wanted to be in the Deon Taylor business for a few years. We met a while back. Timing wasn't quite right, but now the timing is right. And just the backstory of what has happened since we've gotten together, we've sold this will probably be our third project. We've sold Tommy's Little Girl. We did which is a show about a mobster who has a granddaughter, and she ends up avenging the killings because someone had killed his family off. So we've already sold. We're in talks. Was been an offer from NBC with that, with Selma Blair, Tony Sirico, Paul Servino. We shot a comedy show, Comedy for Cancer, up in Sacramento that has Kevin Hart and other comedians that are great. So to say the name of our company was a no-brainer to do Nite Tales, because what we got our heads together was like, by us coming together as a company, I can make the calls. Because I'm in LA, he's in Sacramento, grind. I said, I'll make the call so it'll make it easier for us that when he puts his hard work into all of the stuff he does, the only thing that we felt was lacking was, can we find the talent? Can we find the talent that can be in front of the camera that before you say anything, you already want to tune in? And then by having his brilliant mind with the Nite Tales brand, and then making it bigger, now you really have something that I believe is unstoppable, because he made me understand something. He said, listen, Jamie, you could do your comedy, your urban comedies, or you could do your drama, American dramas, and overseas it may not translate, but everybody understands man walks in with axe. chops girl over the head, and like and that made a lot of sense. That made a lot of sense to me, and all the things that were in my mind that I've come up with from Interview with the Killer and things like that that we've already started sharing with on that horror side. It's a perfect fit, perfect match, and like I told him, I said I don't even want to go to sleep. This is one of the most fascinating times in my life right now.
I got the call. It was kind of last minute, but I mean, it's Jamie Foxx, you know what I'm saying? And Jamie said he needed me, so I'm here. And I spoke to Deon today. That was my first time talking to him, and he kind of gave me a rundown of what I would be doing. He's saying, we're going to shoot this promo for this new TV show called Nite Tales. Have you ever heard of Twilight? Of course I've heard of Twilight Zone. Tales from the Crypt. Yes. I'm a horror movie buff. Yes, I did. He was like, well, we're going to do something in that same vein, and we want you to play a werewolf. It's like, oh, shit, sign me up.
I think we're just hitting it with a different approach. You usually don't see real A-list celebrities doing things like that, and Jamie Foxx is executive producing it, and Jamie can reach out to everyone. And people, we've been talking to people, and they've been calling, like we're doing Stacey Dash and Method Man, and it's a way for people to actually see actors or artists that they love in a different light, in a light that we all like. Everybody likes to get scared.
After they started Dead Tone, and he wanted to do some more projects, I reconnected with Deon actually in the airport. We ran back into each other, and he had some great ideas about doing some TV shows, some series, and also some more movies. And so we got together and with EPHRAIM and put together a team to try to go out and finance these things. And it went from there.
He lied.
And it actually went from there. And then now here we are, with this project here, and I think it's going to be a good success, and everyone involved. We got a great team. Everyone has been working real hard to get this project off the ground, and we're looking forward to seeing the benefits from it.
But it's new because no one has ever really picked my brain with the way I think. And that's what's great about this, is because now I can be behind the scenes and with someone who's gifted in knowing that blew my mind when I saw an African-American guy who was doing horror. I was like, when he showed me, I said, who shot this? He said, no, man, that's what I do. And to me, that was such a special thing in Hollywood or anywhere for that matter. When you automatically, we always judge a book by its cover the first time we see someone. And to have that pleasant surprise, that opens up a whole new arena for all of us.
I've worked with Jamie before. I did his show, and we did a movie together, and called Great White Hype. And he was always cool, man. I always looked at Jamie Foxx like, he's different from a lot of other stand-up comedians when he was still a stand-up comedian, because it's like you get like a rare feel of like, this dude is real. It's like he's not here to tell jokes tonight. You know what I'm saying? He's just chilling. And I mean, when you respect somebody, it's like no matter what they ask you to do, you're going to be doing something worth it. You know what I mean? So yeah, definite, man. He's a stand-up guy.
I'm sure I will be on screen with some of the projects also, because the thing is that we've made the projects so big. Like, we've made the ideas really, like you said, the ambition of doing a movie. Sometimes you don't have enough ambition in your idea to get it, but to take what you would do in a movie and put it on TV, and then the people we're gonna go get. I'm going to go knock on these people's doors, from the Jeremy Pivens to the Robert Downey Jr.'s to the places where, the Halle Berrys and people could come play, in a world where we control it. And that's when they see us work together. Like when Paul Sorvino and Selma Blair saw how we work together, they were like, wow, we're going to tell the world that this is a great place to come and work. So we definitely will be involved on screen. We'll be involved writing ideas. We're writing ideas as we speak, and behind the camera, everything. It's our baby, so it's. I'm definitely going to be in it.
Me and Jay are going to really sit down and dictate the 26 episodes that we want to do, because like he said, we really want to be hands-on with each episode, understand each episode will be groundbreaking, each episode will have its own fan base of people that want to see it, and make sure they're all special, and from there we'll go into production and get them all done. And like I was explaining to you, this is going to be just an interesting idea and a great process for young filmmakers to actually get involved in. Obviously, can't shoot Nite Tales for the rest of my life or his life. There's other things to do, but I think we are creating a platform so other young directors could actually get involved in the same way that Tales from the Crypt did, you know, with Robert Zemeckis. I mean, these are the people that were writing and directing Tales from the Crypt. Are you kidding me? You know, 20 years ago, this is where they really sharpened their edges, you know, and huge stars were involved in these shows. So we want to do the same exact thing. And I think we are doing it on a very, very big level. At the same time, we're really being blessed to be able to do it. So we're excited about it. So Dread Central fans, you heard it here first. My man Jamie Foxx, but in the horror world, we call him Jamie Coyote. What is that? We love y'all, man. Thank you for coming out, Dread Central. Appreciate you. Thank you.
I'm a big comic book buff, so you know that's my shit too. Comic books and horror movies. Yes, I'm a geek. Yes, sir. And not for nothing. Don't she got some pretty ass eyes?
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.